Bad news for those storing dollars as Shettima reveals Tinubu'S next plan with CBN. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Vice President Kashim Shettima has issued a stern warning to individuals hoarding foreign currencies in anticipation of a further decline in the naira. Speaking at the Calories to Cash lecture in Abuja, represented by Tope Fasua, the special advisor to President Ahmed Bola Tinubu on economic matters, Shettima revealed that the government is actively formulating policies aimed at threatening the currency. He emphasized the recent positive trend in the naira's value, cautioning against interpreting its recent depreciation as a sign of weakness. Fasua, speaking on behalf of Shettima, stated, and I quote, "For those who are speculating and praying and wishing that the currency would become nonsense, I believe that the policies are being rolled out by the central bank and the government that I serve, led by the president, will shock some of them." Fasua also highlighted President Tinubu's ambitious economic plans, including the goal to grow the country's GDP to $1 trillion by 2026. He hinted at potential strengthening of the naira, mentioning, and I quote, "Some people thought that the naira would continue to lose value. Of course, we can already see what is going on, and who knows, maybe the naira will strengthen even further to maybe something 500 or 600. I am beginning to see some of those." Additionally, Fasua disclosed plans for substantial restructuring within the banking sector to enhance the stability and strength of the naira. He emphasized the strategic positioning of export, including effort from the fiscal side, and reassured the public that petrols are managing the economy. Fasua warned naysayers to be cautious of government initiatives. My own is, we don't want maybe the naira will be 500. This is not a plan. To me, it is not a good plan. And maybe if you are coming out to tell us, you should come out and sound very you're supposed to be exact. You're supposed to be precise. Oh, the government is looking to, this is how it, not maybe. Maybe means that you people are just testing the microphone. You do not know the policies that will be good enough. You see, this is one thing I'm going to say. That is why merit, you see, merit over anything when you're picking people, most especially people in the economical sector, people in the finance sector. You don't bring in anyhow people, because at the end of the day, it's not going to go well for you. You should be coming out and you're speaking with confidence that, oh, within this point to this point, this is what will happen. There should be no maybe 500 or maybe 600. Now, we all see what is happening this particular period of time where, I think, was it not last week? We heard that the naira started gaining stamina. You know, before, breeze would blow the naira anywhere the breeze blew it. You know how there's a piece of paper lying on the ground, on the floor, and the wind is blowing. All those kind of wind where we say, if you want for a hair, it is just blowing it anyhow. Now, the naira was acting like that particular piece of paper, that, you know, it doesn't have any stamina. If the breeze blew from the north, it will go to the south. If the breeze comes from the south, it will go to the north. And that is how it has continued flying. Now, just last week, the naira gained little stamina. And me, for that little stamina, for them to come out to be saying it, that means they don't even know exactly what they did. Exactly. They are just using any policy, shubon. Let them just, let them just see anything that will bring it. And for me, let them do it again and again and again and again. They should make sure they continue. They should find out how they brought the naira from 1,000 plus to 800, I think even 700. They should make sure they drag it like that. Not even 500. It should go down to 300, if possible 250. To be very sincere with you, that is when we can start listening to them, not maybe 500, maybe 600. No, we don't want that kind of maybe. It is still at a high price, please. And I was going to say, well, are there people who are actually of wishing that the dollar keeps, gaining against the naira? And I remember in this country, we have people, yes, there are people who earn in dollars, and yes, they're going to keep praying. That is why I keep telling us that no matter how the situation of the world is, there are people who are gaining. If you go to the bank that you want to buy dollar, the manager of the bank will call a bookie for you to sell the dollar inside the bank. That is all the bank in Nigeria used to behave. Why? Oh, meanwhile, it is not supposed to be like that. If you go to the bank to buy, you're supposed to at least it's supposed to be different. Why will you go inside the bank to buy and they'll call somebody from outside? To me, that means they're not selling it at a good price to you, as in at an official price to you. Then they use black market price to sell to you. Okay. Why are banks not paying customers? Are we back to the era of cash crunch? Please, those of us who know dollars, who has no dollars, pay us our naira. Please, I don't want to hear that the issue of cash crunch came back. A lot of calamities befell Nigerians during the crunch issue. Few years, 100,000 naira equally to two Ghana must go bag of cities, and Nigerian children who are studying in Ghana were seen as kings and queens. Humility is the pathway to honor. Advise the CBN official and other manager in the financial industry to visit Ghana to be educated out of this shame on naira. Today, a city is about 67 naira 28 kobo. What a turnaround. They are not spirit but human being, not wishing but planning, careful implementation and administrative sincerity. Exactly. You don't wish these things. You don't come and say maybe. It's a thing of you determining that dollar in this country will be 250, and you are going to make sure. And for you to get that, you as the president cannot do it. You will need to bring in experts that can do it. When you are appointing ministers, when you are appointing governor of CBN, people who are going to be in that particular group, you are not going to use sentiment. You are going to use what they call, how good are these people? How do they know their onions? Are the kind of people you use. All right? Our natural resources from the soil, you cannot regulate the price. We are talking about another country's currency. We are waiting and watching. Everything Nigerians will tell you now. All they want to hear is that the naira has gained its stamina against the dollar and that things has gotten fine. All right, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. So thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.